Airing every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific on the Real Urban Radio.
Broadcasting live to the world. www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.
Nothing ever could come close. That's the only reason why I let you put me through all this. Oh, you're my overdose. Struggle twice and nothing better than the taste of your lips. If by chance we're separated, not gon' worry, we'll meet again. We gon' live the dream together, no matter where, no matter when. Things happen, circumstances, not concerned about the time that's rolling in. We will
What's up, my lips?
caution to the wind. I'll do it all over again. Easy challenge, mountain, mover, icy fire, dirty sugar, sweet and sour, past is future. We with our dirty sugar. I wanna get away. I wanna even though it always causes pain. Don't care about the consequences or the stains. Don't care if I get dirty eating sugar cane. Cause sweetie, all the best it takes. I let you rain dripping all over the place. It's juicy and it's sticky, it can be replaced. Don't care if I get dirty eating sugar cane. Baby, I was searching for you. Feeling back to us again. Again, we always end up in heaven. Only to quickly descend. I do it all over again. Easy challenge, mountain, mover, icy fire, dirty, do it all over again.
Tammy Mac, tell them who I am.
Hot damn! Welcome to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show. It's your show. He's the host, bringing the best in old school R&B and getting in your ass hot.
I will get in your
Here's
ass.
Rory Dunn.
What's up? What's up? What's happening, everybody? How you doing? What's going on out there? Melissa Peterson and Santiago has checked in. And apparently she's the only one that cares right now. But listen, it don't matter. We're going to keep it going. You out there in the radio family, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Sunday evening. I'm doing well. And why? Lakers, baby. That's right. The Lakers take game one. Shook up the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. So they are up 1-0. It's not over. Long way to go. And but shout out to my Laker boys getting the playoffs started right. Hopefully they can win both games out there. They get time to rest. LeBron James gets time to rest. Anthony Davis, who got hurt once again, but he will be able to rest up and be able to be on the court Wednesday. Shout out to my man. Excuse me. The young fellas on the Lakers doing their thing, carried the load today, and took us to victory. Did a wonderful job out there today. Looked good, fellas. Looked good. Touch and go for a minute, but y'all pulled it out of there and going into the fourth quarter. And in the end, you did what you had to do to make it happen. Proud of you. Keep it going. Keep it going on Wednesday. So I know some of y'all is watching the NBA playoffs that's going on right now. The Milwaukee Bucks suffered a loss as their top guy, Giannis. I can't say it. Antetokounmpo, I think is how you say it. I don't know. He suffered a back injury, fell hard on the court. He had to leave the game. Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat broke his hand towards the end of the first half, so he's out. Nobody knows how long he'll be out. If he, you know how they do things in the NBA, make it patch up, depending on how his severity, if the broken hand is or where it's broken, whether he'll be able to play or not in the next game coming up. Right now, though, they was handling it. The Heat was doing a good job against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's trying to fight back. Don't know how that's going to end because I am here with you. I can check in on the game. I am free enough to check in on the game. But if anybody's watching and want to shoot me the score, they can. How's everybody doing? How was your day today? If all is going well. Shout out to some people that I saw for the first time and some that I've seen many times before. In the past, I was at a breast cancer show last night. The Real Urban Radio Network was in the house. Met Tony Terry for the first time. Y'all know who Tony Terry is? When I'm with you, ba 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 ba, ba ba, do stop and stare and smile at us when I'm with you. The sun shines my way. That song. So he did that. He was performing last night. And shout out to she used to be my niece, not for in real life, but she used to call me Uncle Rory when our age differences was like really different. I was like an adult. She was still a youngster. She used to call me Uncle Rory. Now, just Rory. Just lost my title. Just lost my title as Uncle Rory. But shout out to Shanice and her family. Saw them last night. They performed at the event last night. Tony Terry, along with the Funky Divas. Met the Funky Divas. Had some personnel changes. I was surprised. I didn't know my first time meeting the young ladies, and they made some personnel changes. I never met the original girls. So that, if you guys have familiarized yourselves, the song that I play, the remake of Dancing in the Streets, that song, they were there at the event last night and they performed. And shout out to my sister, breast cancer survivor, Tarsha Player. Tarsha Player, who has her own breast cancer show that she does in October, which I'm a part of and honored to be a part of every year that she does it. She performed as well last night. So shout out to her. And it was good seeing her as well last night. I took pictures and everything. I posted, got to post the pictures. And ran into, and I forgot to tell Boss Man Cuddy. I ran into somebody, and I can't remember her name. Boss Man Cuddy, I can't remember her name, but she knows you and Miss Tammy Mack. She said she's been to the house many times, but she's associated, I forget her name, but you came up, Boss Man Cuddy. I'm just saying, you came up. And it was small world night for me last night at this event. It was small world for me last night because I'm talking to people, and then you start throwing out names of people. It's like, okay, I know everybody you talking about, every name. And it turns out one of the young ladies from Climax was there, and so they just performed in downtown LA, and she was saying that Elaine Gibbs is her first cousin. I'm like, what? You start to, what? I know Elaine Gibbs. Whoa. Miracle Holloway's name came up. I was like, what? I used to sing with blah, blah, blah. It was amazing. So it's a bunch of small world situations. One of the girls that used to be in the Funky Divas, she is now in another group called X. And if my man Kedjo was listening, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, my manager's name is Randy Hankins. I'm like, come on now. I played all songs, man. See this is what I be telling y'all about connecting these dots, y'all. See, when you out there telling these artists, man, y'all got to connect these dots, man. And then all of a sudden, what? You know what? Like I had no idea running to somebody that knows Boss Man Cuddy and Tammy Mac. And she said, "Oh yeah, I was at the house. I know that." I was like, we got to hook all this up. See, stuff comes full circle. So put those dots out there, y'all. And they started to connect. Met some other young men, musicians, and they say they do original material. See, I'll be out there, man. So it was a cool night for me. It was a cool night for me seeing those people and the things of that nature. And then my Lakers win on top of that. Other business we got to take care of, though. Other business we got to take care of, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets. I was passing out some flyers last night to the crowd that was out there. I said, shucks, y'all came to this show. Shucks, you can come to this one, God darn it. It's the love. My Kool & the Gang tribute concert coming at you. The 20th of April, tickets are available. Still got a few VIP seatings tickets left, ladies. Get those. Reach out to me at 424-558-2088, everybody, and get your tickets to the show. It's going down. Oh, let me tell you about my musical director. I got to shout out Robin Bramlett, my musical director. She sends me clips of stuff that she's doing, tying one song to the next and all that, and ending one of it. It's like she just sends it to me. I just like approved. It's like approved. I don't even have to tell her. So we doing it's going well. Get your tickets. Tell your friends. Tell people about it. If you like Kool & the Gang, if you like the OJs, the foundation will be doing the OJs. So that's going to be a great show. Hit me up for those tickets. There's still some left. I'm going to have an awesome chef, Michelle Kitchen Catering will be in the building, serving up the delicious food that you got to purchase, of course. It ain't free. It's a business. It's a business. Y'all ain't too far gone to see that yet. It's a business, God darn it. So absolutely. Get your tickets. Did I tell y'all Angela the Free opened up the show? I'm sorry, I sure did. Angela the Free opened up the show with Dirty Sugar. Matter of fact, shout out to Angela the Free, Angeli the Free. Her song was actually featured in the show Queen Sugar, Oprah's television show. So the song Dirty Sugar was in Queen Sugar. So shout out to her for that. Kathy Parati has checked in from Rhode Island. God darn it. Appreciate that. Appreciate her checking in. I'll get you some more music here. It's regular Sunday. It ain't no extra music, more music Wednesday. So that means you get more of my mouth. And I'll get you some John Anthony, though. Baby Come Back is coming at you. And then I'll be back a lot on the Real Urban Radio Network. Get the tickets.
I want to make things right. Can I please see you tonight? I just wanna talk a little while. I just wanna see your smile. I want to hold your hand. I want to again be your man. So please, baby, come back to me. Oh, you are my everything. I need you in my life. I need you by my side. Please, baby, come back to me. Oh, you are my everything. I need you in my life. I need you by my side. Please, baby, come back to me. Oh, you are my everything. I need you in my life. I need you by my side. Please come back to me. Oh, baby, 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 come back to me, back to me. Oh, baby, I need you by my side. Oh, baby, come back to me. Oh, baby. Hi, this is singer-songwriter Sarah Shine, and you're listening to Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Yes, John Anthony, bringing it to you with Baby Come Back. Keeping it nice and smooth for you on a Sunday afternoon. You're listening to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. Latrice Lawrence is checked in. Superstar artist. She'll be here for her today. And happy 19th anniversary to Miss Latrice Lawrence and her husband. They are celebrating 19 years. What? Of happy marital bliss. Putting too many syllables in there. Too many syllables in there. You listen to the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell, up in here, playing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Could be playing some Latrice Lawrence for you a little bit later on in the show. So she is just checking in because it's her anniversary. Don't expect her to stay too long. It's her anniversary, God darn it. So I appreciate her just stopping in for a few minutes, but you'll be hearing her song, one of her jams. Got some Victoria Venice coming at you, Morris Day coming at you, and Kim Branch is coming at you. Got it all coming for you, all varieties, and that's what we do here. Play the best and widest variety of new music anywhere. I think I had something controversial to talk about that might get me in trouble. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. It'll come to me. God darn it. It probably has something to do with Trump. Ain't no telling. A lot of stuff's going on out there. Oh, man. Yeah, there was something. Talking about it was a conversation on support. And I got a theory. Like I said, I got a theory on something. And it came about specifically about Black people supporting other Black people. And whether it's entertainment or business. We here, and I can only speak for the city I live in. I don't know what it's like for Black people in other states or other cities. I can only speak for the city I live in here in Los Angeles. And so I know a lot of people. And we do shows, but like I said, it's not just people. Anything that requires other people for a business to be successful. So whether it's entertainment, there's anything, I don't care if it's a restaurant, anything that requires other people for that business or entity to be successful. Black people struggle within our own to garner support. And I've had the question asked to me, why is that? And it's a very good question. And some will say, oh, well, you know, you're just, upset or whatever because your tickets aren't selling as well. Well, I get great support. I have to work to get it. But it's not even about just me. The question was asked. And I thought, and I did think, I said, well, yeah, why is it? Why is it so tough for us who like certain things, you know, being resident, but people struggle to get the support of their people, but they seem to support people that don't know them way better and will give and sacrifice for these people that don't know them, could care less that you can't pay a bill or whatever the case. They could care less, but people will go out of it because they really want to be somewhere. And I have a theory, Latrice, Kathy, Melissa, and whoever else, radio family. I have a theory. I think it's because Black people in Los Angeles, speaking in Los Angeles, cannot speak for New York or Atlanta or anywhere else because I don't know. Black people may get great support in those towns. I'm talking about here in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a milk and honey town. Los Angeles is a town where people want to be seen. Los Angeles is a town where people want to be important by being around other important people. If they're around people who they feel are important or in an atmosphere where that's the place to be, that makes them feel more important. I don't care what business it is. If you have a restaurant and your restaurant has good food, but you struggle to get people there, or people come in, or people could come in and eat once, but the atmosphere in the restaurant doesn't say this is a place. It's not about the food. It's not that you don't have good food. It's not that you don't have good music. It's that you being in your presence does not make them look important. Let me see if I can make it down for you. I'm going to give you a case in point. New Edition concert, the Legacy Tour that just came to town. Okay. Or Usher in Las Vegas. Or the upcoming jazz concert in festival in Las Vegas. Those are events because the person that's performing is important. Usher is important. It's the place to be. Everyone's going to see Usher. When they go to Vegas, gotta go see Usher. Everybody's going to see New Edition and Keith Sweat. That's the place to be. What people tend to do is go to that event, right? And the first thing we do is we go live. And we show the person or the group that they're looking at. And then I've noticed this. And then what they'll do after that is turn the camera on themselves and start singing as if I want to hear you sing. You can't sing. You can't sing. Or people that go to a restaurant, or if it's if they go to Maestro's, they take a picture of their food and a picture, of course, of themselves outside in front of Maestro's because it's expensive. That's the place to be. That's LA. That's Black folks in LA. It's the sexy place to be. Your situation, you're nobody until you become somebody. And then those people will come around because now you are somebody. That makes them look important. Case in point, Beyonce. People are spending thousands of dollars to go see Beyonce. No, they're not. They're not spending thousands of dollars to go see Beyonce. They're spending thousands of dollars so they can be seen at Beyonce's concert. Because they'll film Beyonce and then they'll turn the camera on themselves. Hey, look at me at Beyonce's concert. Look at me where I am and you're not. This is the place to be, and I'm in the place to be, so now I'm important. And then other people, oh, I'm jealous. I wish I could be there, etc. Exactly. That's why I posted it. That's why they posted that video. That's why they did that live. Because they want you to want to be where they are, where the place to be. There's a suite at the Beyonce concert. People spend $1,000. $1,000. I wasn't going to do it. I love Beyonce. I'm not spending this. The two people I'd pay $1,000 to go see, one of them, that would have a chance. I'm not saying it's guaranteed that I do it. One of them died in 2009. The other one died in 2016. So there is nobody living that I pay $1,000 to go see. Nope. Not to my knowledge. Victoria Venice, Grown Woman, on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Hey, I say the best for last. Ain't nobody after you. I'm pushing back to you like I got a curfew. Like you in some type of mess and I am the rescue. Like you need a job and I'm giving you the interview. Boy, ain't you tired of asking about their favorite food, their favorite movie, if they drinking, what they like to do. Well, I'm a handful, but that's what I gave you to. You getting older, do you really think the street is cute? Better come to your senses, don't miss this. Love it from a grown woman. Hey, I feed you all my great conditions. When you leave, I'ma keep you coming. Hey, ain't got time to fuss. I just wanna pay my bills on time, smoke to ease my mind. I'm just trying to build up on you, but you won't keep on running from a grown woman. Hey, you pushing 34, acting like you 25. That's why you be in a club with a suit and tie. Walking around like you a boss, but gotta be up at 5. Club don't go to 2 a.m., but you be sleeping by 9. Boy, ain't you tired of spending every single dime on a woman that don't even know a Biggie line? Well, I'm a handful, but I'm here to ease your mind. So stop wasting your time. Better come to your senses, don't miss this. Loving from a grown I feed you all my great conditions. When you leave, I'ma keep you coming. Hey, ain't got time to fuss. I just wanna fun. Pay my bills on time, so to ease my mind. I'm just trying to build up on you, but you wanna keep on running from a grown woman. Hey.
Hey, what's up? This is Shanice, and you're listening to Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me. Victoria Venice out of Atlanta with Grown Ass Woman. Now, here's the thing. Grown Ass Man is coming up right after that with Morris Day. I want to play the grown folk stuff for you. You listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. He is the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell, doing it in here for you on a Sunday afternoon. Feeling good because my Lakers won in the playoffs. My God, it's been 8 or 9 years. It's been so long. I was supposed to have different attire on today. I was supposed to bring in Sombrero Rory because he only makes playoff appearances. It's been so long since my team has been in the playoffs, I don't even know where my Sombrero Rory outfit is. So I got to look for it and have it ready for the next game. Watch them mess around and lose. And I'll be wearing this goddamn. Matter of fact, the next time they play is Wednesday night. So I'll be in here while they're playing. I'll be in here playing for you. So I'm gonna find my Sombrero Rory outfit, and I will have it in here on Wednesday. It's supposed to be in here today, so this is the best I can do today. I know where my hats are, but I don't know where my sombrero is, and it should be easy to find. It's huge. So anyway, giving it to you right here. I was talking about support, and someone asked the question, and a lot of people ask the question, why don't Black folks seem to support each other more in Los Angeles? I don't know of anywhere else. Support might be going on everywhere, but here in LA. Because LA is the place to be seen. If what you're doing is not the sexiest place to be, good luck getting people to come out to support you. Even the people that know you. Think about this. And this is real things that I get. And let me say this to the artists. Y'all listen up, cowbell. Because some people say, oh, he just mad, no. It's a reality. It's truth here. People will give you all kind of excuses and reasons not to come support whatever it is that you're doing, not to come to your clothing store, not to come to your restaurant, or whatever. I'm gonna get there when I heard that, not to come to your show. Whatever it is that you're doing, as far as Black-owned businesses go, until you become the thing, you're not the thing. People ain't coming. And there's a flip side to that, because see, it takes people to make an event important. It takes participation. It takes a want to be there for people to feel it's important or worthy of being there. Let me tell you something. So concerts, jazz festivals, restaurants, clothing stores. I mean, you look at the people, that's why people run the name brand stuff. Because if they say, I'm wearing such and such, well, what's the difference between a Vera Wang and a Maddie Chisholm, who's also a clothing designer and designs nice clothes? She's not a thing until she becomes a thing. How do you become the thing? How do you become the sexy? How do you become sexy for other people to join in, especially your own? And I'm gonna say it, Black folks will get mad if you want to. Truth don't change because you don't like it. Usually a lot of times for Black people, which is unfortunate because they get mad. They'll get mad, but I don't give a damn because you can't prove me different. It's usually if a white person says it's important. Once white people get involved in something that's Black doing, all of a sudden Black people think, oh, it must be legit. It must be legit. Because that white man, that white face wouldn't be involved if it was something. A lot of us have that attitude towards each other. But why? Why even? I can ask one more why. Why is even that? Because you don't have a value of yourself that you feel you are worthy, or that you feel important, or that you don't understand that you being there makes this event a great event. In other words, you are still looking for validation just to be somewhere. Just to be somewhere. You're looking, man, ain't nobody else here. Ain't nobody else here. This must not be important. You're here. You're there. That makes it the place to be. Why don't it be that if you're there, well, man, if so-and-so is there, it must be the place to be, so I'm going to go there too. Are you going over there? It's going to hurt. It's going to be good. Instead of it just saying it's going to be good, or saying that it might be good, so I'm going, and then find out you're not going because ain't nobody else that you know going. Or it's not good, and it could be great. You be the validation. You. Instead of looking around to see who else is validated, so to make you look important. Be important on your own. I'm important. If I go somewhere, my attitude is this is the place to be because I'm here. And it's worth being here. Grown man. And that's what I am on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Damn, baby. You look so beautiful. You know, I wanna take you out on a date. You know, chivalry is not dead. It's not dead, baby. Let me show you what grown folks do. I'm not sitting next to you, dear. I ain't doing that. I'm not that type of guy. I'm too cool for that. Less than that there for the millennials. Yeah. If you wanna see my private parts, clever. Hope you'll fly. Cause I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. Baby, listen, I'm a grown man. There's a difference. I'm a grown man. Baby, listen, I'm a grown man. I move different. My fancy cars are at the house I own on them acres, baby. And I got good credit too. But if you ain't trying to show out too much, you know. I don't do side chicks, I'm too grown for that. I'm not afraid to commit. If we vibe, then it's on. Cause I'm a grown man. It's a grown man, baby. Listen, I'm a grown man. There's a difference. I'm a grown man. Listen, baby, listen, I'm a grown man. I move different. Conversation's different. Ambiance is different. Destination's different. Who's grown folk different. Money is different. Why the dine is different. I got you, baby. Respect is different.
We talk to him once. Most guys would all panic, I'm wise and get frantic. With dark date, vibes are organic. So if you're screaming people, check it right. I'm screaming eagle, not second flight. Good-ish, willing to put it all in quotes when a queen come through. All in votes to make your gleam come through. All in notes to make your dreams come true. You know that grown man style of affectionate, not pimpalicious, but just as lit. It's Oscar worthy when I invest in it. Oh, you can star, baby, but I'm directing it.
Grown man, baby, listen, I'm a grown man. There's a difference. I'm a grown man. Baby, listen, I'm a grown man. I move different. I move different. I mean, you can stay over there if you want to, but if you come over here, our grownness gotta marinate. Cause it's a grown man over here, baby. Cause I'm a grown man. Baby, listen, I'm a grown man. There's a difference. I'm a grown man. Baby, listen, I'm a grown man. I move different.
Hi, this is recording artist and two-time Olympian Siobhan Nieto, and this is my new single called Through the Good and the Bad on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Grown Man by Morris Day. Listen to the Attention to Detail R&B Radio Network. Black-owned streaming station. I am he is I, the savior of R&B, Rory Darville. Carrie Taylor, superstar artist, has checked in. Carrie Taylor's about to hit the road, y'all. She is going to Texas. She's going to be opening up for Climax, my other friends out there, doing a big festival out there. So prayers up for safe travels and everything for her when she takes off and does. I ran into one of the girls from Climax last night at the event, the breast cancer fundraiser last night out in San Pedro at the Warner Grand Theater. So Carrie gonna wish her the best and have a good show. Talking about black folks supporting black folks in Los Angeles. And why they don't. Unless you're doing something that's sexy. I was talking about the Beyonce situation. Beyonce is $1,000 to see Beyonce, to be in a suite. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's only two people I pay $1,000 that would have a chance. I ain't guaranteeing it, but they would have a chance of getting $1,000 out of me. Both of them are gone. One left in 2009, the other left in 2016. They were the only two that had a chance of getting $1,000 out of me. Beyonce don't have a chance to get $1,000 out of me. So, but here's the thing. That's not the point, because this ain't about a Beyonce. There are people that are going to that event that's spending $1,000 to be in a suite. It's going to be 80 people in this suite. In a stadium. Are they really going to see Beyonce? You can't see Beyonce in a suite. Suites in a football stadium are high up. It's not a great seat at all. You're going to have to watch the show on a monitor. So what you spending $1,000 for? It's not to see Beyonce. It's to socialize and be seen so you can go on your social media. Because it ain't like you can point, what are you going to do? Point the phone at the screen for a couple of seconds that you're watching, the monitor that you're watching? No, that does us no good. But you're going to put it on yourself and be live on social media. So people can see you at Beyonce's concert. Now again, because that's the place to be. When you are new business or trying to do something new, I don't care what your business is. If it's a Black-owned business, it's hard to get it going until you become the place to be. Then, because other people don't see themselves as important until you become important. I'm gonna give you a case in point, another situation. So I wrote for Barry White, right? And I go to a lot of karaoke. Now, this was years ago. This is when Barry was still alive, as a matter of fact. And his song Staying Power had just come out. Now, people have known me in going into karaoke. I worked at the casino where I was doing karaoke. I was Rory. After it was found out that I wrote the song for Barry White and the song was playing on the radio, et cetera, you know what happened? People would introduce me to their friends or whatever, and all of a sudden, instead of, hey, this is Rory, they would go, this is Rory. He wrote this Staying Power for Barry White. Why? Why is that now part of my introduction? You know why it's part of my introduction? Not for me. It's so the people that are introducing me can look important to the person they're introducing me to. They're saying, hey, I know the guy that writes for Barry White. It was about them. It wasn't about me. It was about them saying, look, I hang around important people. I was important at that time to them because, I wrote for Barry White. And I wrote a song that's currently playing on the radio. I wrote for Barry White. It's the same thing. In LA, like I said, I can't speak for Atlanta, New York, or nowhere else where Black people are. I'm saying because I was asked a question and I thought about it too. I said, why is that? Why is it that people that we've known for 20 years hanging out with in clubs or whatever, and then when we have something going on or doing a show, they can't make it, or it takes you gotta pull teeth to get them to come and support what you're doing. But if there's somebody else that they don't even know, they don't care about their car note, they don't care about their bill they gotta pay, they'll figure it out later. But when it comes to you and your unsexy whatever it is, the money seems all of a sudden significant, and it's insignificant. Oh, I got to check. I got to pay this. I got to look at that. I got this bill to pay. Oh, I don't get paid until blah, blah, blah. But you care nothing about that for something that is considered that everybody's going to be at. It's going to be the thing to be at. You could care less. You'll figure it out later how to take care of that bill or that car note or whatever it is. That's Black folks in LA. That's my answer to the question that was asked to me of why Black people don't support each other. And that was asked to me not by Black people, of course, by people outside, white people, even Hispanic people. Why don't y'all do that? I'm going to tell you something else, too, that goes on that I see. Kim Branch, Just How You Like It on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Feelings keeping deep inside, you never tell me what kills me. Can't lie, can't you see the pain in my eyes? How am I supposed to know if you don't take the time to tell me? 'Cause baby, can't you see I'm here to be all that you be? Yeah, put me a tip. I got you, I'm here for you, baby. What do you need? How was your day? Did you eat? Come here so I can rub your head while you go to sleep. I don't know if you know, but I'm running for you and I go when you say so. So say so. Let me know, baby, these haters got nothing on my can't. It's all about all those things that get you down. So let me work it out and I want you smile. All I want to bring you is joy. So say there's got nothing like it. It's all about all those things that get you down. So that we keep working out, and then one day you will smile. All I wanna bring you is joy. So whatever you need, baby, you know that I love just how you like it, boy. Yo, I'm a queen, you're my king. With me, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'm a boss, all my 6 rings. Rick Ross, always hustling. Cause I know you had a tough time, not used to the sunshine. Truck can't say goodbye, I'll always be by. See, I'm a brother, pull you up when life knock you down. Dust you off, kiss your cheek, and adjust your crown. Let's go. We're supposed to be a team. Baby, oh, how was your day? Did you eat? So I can rub your head while you go to sleep. You know if you know, but I'm not when you say so. Let me know, 'cause baby, these haters got nothing on my hand. So that we work it out. I know life is hard sometimes. I wanna bring you in. So whatever you need, you know that I know just how you like it, boy.
Hi, I'm Tracy.
And I'm John.
And we are the Walkers. You're listening to Rory Darvell's Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Kim Branch, just how you like it on the Real Urban Radio Network. How you doing? I'm Rory Darvell. Just taking it easy here on a Sunday afternoon, basking in the glow of my Lakers win. First game of the playoffs for them for years. And man, feels good to be back in the playoffs. Don't know how well we're going to do, but we're just going to go as far as we can go. I'm not one to sit here. I'm a realist. That's my team. Love them. Want to see them go all the way. But don't know about that, but I'll enjoy them while they're there. Hopefully they can get past the first round. Maybe they can get out the first round. That's which is crazy to have to say about a Laker team because playoffs, we usually championship or bust for us. And it still is. I wouldn't be sitting there happy because we get into the playoffs and I'm satisfied. I ain't satisfied. This ain't a Clipper fan. Okay. We don't just get satisfied just being there. Sorry. Okay, we it's all or nothing for us. As Laker fans, that's what we're used to when we're going on a regular basis. Anyway, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Talking about black-on black support as opposed to black-on black crime. So at least it's positive in that aspect, right? So anyway, yeah. So this is the thing about that. I feel if I go to events. Let me use myself. Okay, can I do that? I use and besides, you can comment on this if you want. You can call in directly to the station, 424-331-9316. Don't just think it's got to be one-sided, or if you have a comment out there in YouTube land, you can do so as well, and I'll respond. Or call in, 424-331-9316. Talking about black-on-black support and the lack of it in Los Angeles. I'm not, like I said, I can't speak abroad around the country. I'm not around there. I'm just talking about here. I don't know what the attitude is. But in LA, because LA is a town of where things are happening. We do things as things are happening. Where's the happening place to be? My show is not the happening place to be. It is for me because I'm putting it on. If I didn't think my show was important to be there, I wouldn't. Clothing designers and things, they feel their clothes are the clothes to wear. Now, people go there and say, hey, I don't like your clothes. Or I don't like your show. I don't like the music you do. Okay, gotcha. That's different from not coming at all. Or you have to pull teeth. There is a difference that you have to pull teeth to get black folks to do something because that's not the sexy place to be. Who else is going? Why does there need to be a who else is going? I'm going. I'm important. When I go to an event, that's what I was going to say. My attitude, when I go to somebody's event, it's important. The event is important. People ask me who else is going because they want to know, is this the place to be? But they want validation. Will it make me look important that I was there? That's Black folks' attitude towards things when it comes to supporting. They don't. New Edition don't need. Same thing I've said about bands. I've said it about bands. If a band member, if somebody is in, I'm going to pick somebody alive, Joe or any current artist touring, if you say, hey, if you're a keyboard player or just any instrumentalist or background singer, hey, I'm singing with Patti LaBelle. Well, it's interesting that you're posting that you're singing with Patti LaBelle because Patti LaBelle doesn't need you to promote her. She's Patti LaBelle or her or anybody that's already famous. But guess what musicians will do? If they're playing for somebody of note and they're in Los Angeles, for instance, and they're their hometown, they're posting it every chance they get. Hey, I'm playing for so-and-so. I'm playing for Loose Ends, or I'm playing for, they're letting you know. That's what they're playing for. But that person don't need you to, so who are you promoting? You're promoting you. You're promoting you. But when you're playing for a name that's not established like a Rory Darvell, most musicians don't promote that. Hey, I'm playing for Rory Darvell because they figure no one else will care. But you should care that you're playing a gig. So why wouldn't you promote that? See what I'm saying? It's whatever makes them feel important that they promote. I went to an event last night, or I go promote, or if I go support one of the artists whose songs I play on the radio on this station here, I go support them because they're good. I'm not going because it'll make me look important, because guess what? I am important. Hello. Take that in the way as I'm receiving. It's important. I'm there. You know why you should be there? Because the people that's going to be performing are good. That's why I'm going. I ain't going to so it can be about me. I'm going to be about the artist that's performing. Or if I go into a clothing store, it's because their clothes are the bomb. Not because their name is Vera Wang or whatever. Vera Wang was just a chick named Vera until she became Vera Wang. Latrice Lawrence, taking it back on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Do you think that everything's about you?
Yes, Latrice, I do think everything's about me.
But I'ma tell you what you don't want to hear. And I'ma make it crystal clear. Take it back. You don't know my whole history. Take it back. 'Cause you didn't get the best of me. Taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back. 'Cause you didn't get the best of me. Taking the time out to work on me. Walk through the dark of uncertainty. Light in the dark of negativity. It's like I'm on a sheet about to see. Yeah. Taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back. 'Cause you didn't get the best of me. Taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back. 'Cause you never get the best of me. I get sick and tired of trying. So sick of all the lying. Keep asking myself why. Taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back. 'Cause now I got the victory. If you're sick and tired of trying, so sick of all the lying, you keep on asking why. Gonna leave those things behind. Hold your head up high till you reach the sky. If you're sick and tired of crying,
way this song ends. I love how this song ends.
Broadcasting live to the world at www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.
Yes, I hear ya. I should probably put the headphones on, huh? I'm back. Latrice Lawrence closing out the first hour with Taking It Back. Yeah, listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. With Rory Darvell, your host of this Black-owned streaming station, the Real Urban Radio Network. Download the app. Download Live 365. Download Live 365 if you haven't already, if you're on the YouTube, and then put Real Urban Radio Network in the search. Real Urban Radio Network in the search. Download Live 365 and carry us with you everywhere you go. You know, there are people that still don't get that the station, I was somewhere yesterday, and someone who is a listener to the show did not realize that the station is on 24/7. And they were like, asked me, they said, they play music like this? I said, 24/7. The station is on. So people assume that when I'm off the air, there's nothing going on. No, the station, just like if you listen to any other traditional radio station with an air personality, when that person's off the air, the station is still going. It's still going. So don't assume that, no, we're playing music 24/7. You can put that app on and listen in your car, listen at home, on your computer, anywhere you can catch the show. Not the show, the station. The show is on twice a week, not the station. The station is 24/7. So download that app Live 365 and then put Real Urban Radio Network in the search. If you're out there in Radio Land and you say, what does this guy look like? You can find out by downloading and going to my YouTube, my live YouTube page, which is on at Rory Darvell on YouTube. So, you know, www.youtube.com at Rory Darvell and slash at Rory backslash or whatever at Rory Darvell on YouTube. And then you can see the show live. It's also archived. Join my YouTube page because I wonder how anybody joined up lately since last week. I don't even know. I got to look at the numbers, but we're screening towards 150, but the goal is going to be 1,000. We need 1,000 because YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers before you can actually go live on your phone on YouTube. And that would be really great if I can go live on my phone on YouTube because I can go anywhere and have my phone. But right now I have to carry my laptop with me if I want to go live. The requirements are much less. A lot of people are, I guess, frankly, dying. And I don't mean that facetiously. I mean the people that I know personally or don't, or people that I'm close to, that people are around. Now, the thing about them dying, people dying, is they're relatively young people. They're in their 50s. They're our age, and they're dying of cancer or heart attacks or just having strokes, things of that nature. So praying for those folks, people that I know, praying for the people who I know who's lost somebody. And a lot of people are losing people. Again, they're not old people. They're not making it to their 60s. That's crazy. And it's almost at like you feel like you're at the stage in your life where you're expecting people to be dying because they're 70s and 80s. I mean, your days are short. We all know that, but not 50s, not 50s. Not I'm expecting you got 20 something years left if you don't, get hit by a bus or, something other than that, but just living your everyday life. People are Not making it. So take care of yourselves. Drink your water. Drink a lot of water. Exercise when you can. I was called fat yesterday. They're a listener to the show, and I was in their presence. Won't say their name, but they called me fat. But here's the thing. As you guys know, I have a motto. Truth don't change because you don't like it. Kathy Parati, truth don't change because you don't like it. That applies to me as well. So when I was called fat yesterday, did it hurt? Yep. Was it true? Yep. What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? That's all you can say after that. After you've been told you're fat, all you can do is get skinny. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes you just need to hear it. You say, truth don't change because you don't like it. That motto applies to even yours truly, your host, Rory Darvell. Did I look at myself naked? Yeah. Looked at myself naked. Damn it. She's right. It's okay. It's okay. Gonna take care of it. Gonna be skinny. Not by the showtime, though. Get your tickets. April 29th, if you haven't got them. For God's sakes, get your tickets. I'm going to play this song, All About You. Sham Lewis, sent to me by Kathy Parati out of Rhode Island on the Real Urban Radio Network.
I can see your heart's used to breaking. You don't have to worry about a thing. Cause I see where you coming from, what you're thinking. It hurts you now, you scared of all the pain. But on the inside, your heart tells you so. That the flip side is the wrong way to go. Cause you've been there before. Do the right thing, just go with the flow. Cause you already know. Whenever you need a little loving, I got it. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. The sooner you leave, the sooner I can relieve them. I think you get the point. I think you get the point. It's all about you, baby.
Thank you, Latrice Lawrence. Thank you, darling.
It's all about you, baby. It's all about you, baby. I know you're not used to the way that I am.
Well, thank you, Carrie, because I sure need all those tickets to sell quickly within a week. Or we're going to have a problem.
Of a man, if you'll allow me.
Thank you, Latrice. If it happens.
Show you the way. I'm honest and yes, girl, I mean what I say. I tell you that your time won't be going to waste. I'll even help you pack up your suitcase. Whenever you need a little something, I got it. Whenever you want to. The sooner you leave, the sooner I can believe it. You get the point. It's all about you, baby. 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 I know that he ain't making love. You think we be making love to me what you wanna do. I don't know what you're thinking of. What you have is really love. He wouldn't do them things to you. I know it gets hard sometimes. Nobody said love would be easy. But girl, when you cry every night, then maybe you should be leaving. Whenever you need a little something, I got it. You want. Oh. The sooner you leave, the sooner I can release. The sooner you get the point. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you, baby.
Hey, this is Alexandra Taylor. You're listening to Rory Darvell and the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Sham Lewis out of Las Vegas with It's All About You, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. It's the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. You know, my colleague here, who wasn't here, I believe, yesterday for his show, but his lovely daughter, Mamacita Mel, was sitting in for him. He does a show called The Despacito Show here every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's right here on the Real Urban Radio Network with his show, bringing the Hispanic flavor to the airwaves. He's also in a band called the Aztecas, and they're going to be performing Cinco de Mayo. That's May the 5th for you that don't have your Spanish together. He wanted me to tell y'all because he's going to be performing. He sent me the stuff. He sent me the information. There it is right there. Azteca. No, it's Azteca Legacy featuring Paris Escobedo. It's going down at the Quiet Cannon Ballroom, 901 Via San Clemente, Montebello, California. That's going down Cinco de Mayo. Tickets are on sale. You can buy them at the door, I think, as well as in advance. But it's this is don't forget that. He is doing a show, but this is the wrong. I gave you the wrong date and information. I gotta look it up. Hold on, let me hold it up. He sent me the text and everything. I just gave you the wrong. He asked me to tell y'all about it, but it is going down. So yeah, let me see. Let me just respond to this here. Talk to BJ. She's coming. Just letting people know who's coming to the show because they try to check out, see who else is coming to the show. Anyway, Paris Escobedo and his band, I think it's called Azteca Legacy. It's the Latin Soul Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th. Doors open at 7. The show is at 8 p.m. And it's going down. It's at the Miracle Theater. Excuse me. At the Miracle Theater in Inglewood, California. So you can get your tickets for that at the Miracle Theater. And it's going down. Paris Escobedo. And he's a percussionist, by the way. He's part of the Escobedo family of percussionists. Pete Escobedo is his father. Coke Escobedo is his uncle. And Sheila Escobedo, Sheila E., is his cousin. Yeah, they're family. So it's going down. So if you like that Latin soul, get down to the Miracle Theater. Chucky Booker was at the Miracle Theater last night. The same time the group that he produced, their song Dancing in the Streets that I play here on the Real Urban Radio Network, he produced that song, the remake, and by the Funky Divas who were down performing last night. I should have told what's his name? The guy singing background for me on my show. I should have told Kedjo. He could have met him. Well, he did meet them, but no. Never mind, Kedjo. Wrong group. Your group is Chill. I forgot. Your group is X. And so on Chill, not the Funky Divas. My bad, I got it mixed up. Marilyn Young checks in. Marilyn Young checks in out of Manhattan Beach, California. Appreciate that. Mr. Cal Bell from Miss Maryland making her announcement. So yeah, it's going down, man. We got the performance for you. Talking about Black people and their lack of support for Black people. And why? People want to know why. The white people say, why, Rory? The Hispanic man asked me, why? So I said, damn it. Let me ask why. Now, what I wish could happen is a Black person who fits that category could call up at 424-331-9316. Not be a butthole about it, though. You know, we'd be respectful. But we really want to know. But based on just what I look at, from what I see how Black people operate in this city, LA is a town of milk and honey. Everybody wants to feel important. Everybody wants to feel important. And they want to be on the list. But they will use your importance to make them look important. I was important in the karaoke circle for about 15 minutes when I had a Barry White song out. Because people would introduce me, instead of just saying, this is Rory, they say, this is Rory. He wrote Barry White's song. That ain't about me, because I ain't said nothing. It's about them. So look, I know the guy that wrote Barry White's song. I'm important. You're looking for outside sources to validate your importance. Beyonce, I'm at the Beyonce concert. I'm important because I am at the Beyonce concert. It ain't about Beyonce because you're not even watching the concert. You're socializing with the other because y'all are in a suite and you paid $1,000. But no one knows that on the inside, you're wondering, damn, now that it's here, I'm at the concert, I got to figure out how I'm going to pay my car note because I spent my bill money to come to this concert because I want it to look important. Everybody's smiling on the inside, but trust and believe, a lot of them people are hurting, going, damn it, okay, I came to the place to be. I was there. I went on social media live and showed everybody, look, here's me. I went to the Legacy concert. I sat right up front, right there in front of Bobby Brown, who wasn't moving much, but I was sat right there. But look, here's a picture of Bobby Brown. Okay, here's me, back to me, and me singing My Prerogative. And I can't sing. I don't want to see you. But look, y'all, look where I'm sitting, and you're not even here. So I am important. But a Rory Darvell show is not important. Who else is going to be there? You know, somebody made a point. And I wish she was on so she could speak herself. But she made a point. She shows her clothing. She gets very little likes. But she had a picture where 2 celebrities came to her store. She took a picture with them. She had over 100 and some odd likes. Because the 2 celebrities came to her store. She didn't do nothing different. She's still showcasing the clothes, but 2 celebrities came. So now she's important. So now they can associate with somebody who is important instead of saying, I'm important. I'm important. If I come to your show, I'm there to see you do your thing. If I come to your shop, I'm here to buy your clothes. You are the star. I don't wait. And that's what Black folks do. We wait until somebody, or we get mad. Listen. You get mad all you want to. Black folks. See, I want the white people to know, in case they've ever heard it. And I want the Hispanics to know. And everybody else that's listening or watching. In case you just think I'm biased, I never talk about Black people. I'm talking about them today. Getting in their ass, if you will. Now, where was I? So, you validate yourself. I don't need some outside source to validate my value, my importance. I started doing my own shows because nobody was asking me to come and sing at theirs. Oh, they'd be all in my face. Oh, you sing Prince really well. I've never heard anybody sing Prince like you, but you never invited me to come on any of your shows. Now, whatever the reason is for that, I have no idea. Don't care. But there was a time I waited on those invitations. Like, damn, everybody said I sound good singing Prince, but nobody invites me or nobody wants to pay me to come and sing. They'll invite me to come sing for free on their thing to build up their thing they would use it, but they didn't want to pay me. So I'd start doing my own shows because I'm important. I have something worth of value for people to see. I am the place to be. That's why I tell artists all the time, don't say if you ain't got nothing else to do, come see me. You are something to do. You are something to do. My show on the 29th is something to come and see because I make it that way, I believe. Let me give you some more music. Let's pump it up. Body Rock by Kerwin on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Get ready to rock on with your bad self. Rock on with your bad self. Rock on with your bad self. And I rock up, and I rock up, and I rock with you. Rock on, and I rock up, and I rock up, and I rock with you. And I rock up, and I rock up, and I rock with you. Rock on, and I rock up, and I rock up, and I rock with you. Hey, baby, just rock. This party ain't gonna ever stop. Hey, baby, just rock. This party will forever rock. I just got this funny feeling that the party's gonna be popping this evening. Yeah, ladies on the floor, putting on a show. Fellas standing up, and the DJ is gonna make us rock. So don't make no plans. You better get a babysitter, 'cause it's time to jam. I wanna see you tear it up. just dance to it, tear it up, shake it down, tear it up, and just dance to it, baby. Just rock, rock. This party ain't gonna ever stop. Oh, baby, just rock, rock. This party will forever rock. Oh, yes, I like what I see. So what's it gonna be? I've waited too damn long for this moment to get you in. I won't stop trying to make you mine. Just wanna rock your body. That's right, it's time to party. Rock, go ahead, baby, and watch me lose control. 'Cause I like it when you rock it, and I love it when you drop it. Yeah, on the floor. Just look at you, doing what you do. Got a question, girl, can I get with you? Can I dance with you? Body rock with you, baby. Just rock, rock. This party ain't gonna ever stop. Come on, baby. Come on. Just rock, rock. Hey, this party will forever rock. That's right. Why did you come just rock, rock? This party won't ever stop. Shake it out, girl. You just rock, rock, rock. This party will forever rock. Rock on, everybody. Hey, baby. Everybody rock now. Take it to the floor now. Hey, baby. Just rock, rock. Everybody. Rock on with your bad self. Rock on with your bad self. Y'all ain't ready for this foolish playhouse. That's all good. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Hey everybody, this is smooth jazz recording artist Brad Alexander. You're listening to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show with Rory Darvell on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Shout out to Rich. Happy anniversary to him. Appreciate you listening, brother. Appreciate you listening. You listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, a black-owned streaming station that was body rocked by. Keeping it a little funky for you on a Sunday afternoon. Lakers won. Milwaukee Bucks lost. Not that I'm rooting for them one way or the other. I'm just saying they lost. Hopefully, Adetokounmpo will feel better and be able to come back. He landed hard on his back for basketball fans, for the basketball fans out there. He landed very hard on his back early in the game. And when you do that, you know, like they said, when it's body against the floor, that hardwood floor wins every single time. And so he wasn't even able to brace himself when he fell. So hopefully he'll be able to treat him and he'll get better and be ready to play at some point again in the next series. He may have to take the next game off, hopefully, but it won't be something that's severe that keeps him out for the entire series. Hate to see people get hurt in competition. Ja Morant also got hurt in the Laker game. He'll probably play on Wednesday, though, but he had to leave the game. And Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat broke his hand in the game, diving for a ball, broke his hand. So he's out. And so people are getting injured early. Just keep your fingers crossed, for God's sake, that Anthony Davis doesn't get hurt, because that would be if I was to put money down on anybody getting injured early in the playoffs, it'd be Anthony Davis. That man is prone to the injury. So it's a long way to go. So, but pray that everybody gets well and stays healthy, and let's have some good basketball. Shout out to the LA Kings, by the way. In case our hockey team. Our LA hockey team is in the playoffs, God darn it. So shout out to the Kings. Hope they do well. I watched them when they won the championship. I was going down to the Staples Center and watching the Kings play at the sports bar. I was watching them play. It was an exciting time. So go Kings. God darn it. Shucks. Let's not ignore. I know there are Clipper fans out there. I'm not a Clipper fan. Sorry. I know they're in LA. Sorry. Their fans are rude. The team was disrespectful to the Lakers. I don't like them. Therefore, I do root against them. I know they're in LA. I root against them. So when they lose, it puts a smile on my face. So their fans, do right by us. I'm like Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. Till you do right by us, everything you do gonna fail. Don't know why she had that crooked finger like that. But everything you gonna do gonna fail. And so far, that's been correct. They've been failing. So do right by us. Give us our respect. Put some name on her. Put some respect on our name, Clipper fans. Don't act like y'all the stuff. And I used to root for the Clippers. I used to root for the Clippers. I did. When they sucked behind, I rooted for them. When they started winning and things that started getting better, I was rooting for them. But then CP3 and that other boy, Blake, they was talking smack and being disrespectful. And then the fans picked up on it and joined in, covering up our banners and stuff. And what was that? What's the coach's name who's in Philadelphia now? Covering up the banners and stuff at their home game. What you going to cover up the legacy? But you better look up there for some inspiration. You don't cover up our banners at your home game because y'all sorry and can't win one. That about nothing. It ain't our fault that the Sparks got more championships to the Clippers. I'm sorry. I'm not here talking about the Clippers. Sorry. I just got on a roll. I'm back that up. I don't apologize if I'm telling the truth, but I'm just saying I'll get off of it and let it go. Talking about black people, though. Get in their ass, I guess you can say a little bit. About supporting. How we got to do better and support each other. The dots come together eventually. When we put out positive stuff and we work with together, we get positive results. I told you last night, I ran into people who knew other people who I didn't even know that they knew other people, and it was like kind of like old home week. It was like you run into people and it's like, what, you know her? What, I've known her. I've known him. What, you know the owner of the station where I do my thing? You know him? Yes, I know him and his wife. I go to their house and blah, blah, blah. What? Tell him. I forgot who to tell you, Boss Man Cuddy, who it is. It's a woman, though. She says she knows both of y'all. She's a cook. She says she owns some restaurants. Bobbles or something is her name. I can't remember her name. Dark-skinned lady. And she had two other people with her. One of them is in Climax, and another one is an artist, singer. I forget her name too. Yeah. When it comes to me, I'll tell you, or you might know about this. What I'm saying, if you're listening. He's on to the game. He'll be watching the game and stuff like that. So he probably ain't listening. But anyway, Latrice has a show coming up. She's gonna let me know the particulars. So, in the meantime, my show is coming up. Cherish the Love, a Kool in the Gang tribute concert going down. It's going down April the 29th. We hope. This is a big week, y'all. This is a big week. I've never had to cancel a show. It's demoralizing having to cancel a show due to lack of ticket sales. It really is. It really is demoralizing. And I've never had to do it. And I don't want to have to, but decisions have to be made. So get with it. Get your tickets, 424-558-2088. That's not the hype. That's a real deal. So, nervous time. Anyway, bring some more music. Brad Alexander out of Las Vegas. Yearning for Your Love on the Real Urban Radio Network.
What up, fam? You are now rocking with Brittany Rocket on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network. We keep it rocking.
Yo, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Brad Alexander. Hugo is checked in, my buddy, my co-worker. Appreciate him checking in off the freeway. What is it? Corona? Is it Corona? I forget where Hugo lives. I haven't been to his house in so long. He's never invited me in years. Never been there. To get some more of the sangria that he serves. Got me hooked on it. It was Hugo's fault that I'm hooked on the sangria. Ladies and gentlemen, hooked on the sangria. Listen, I still got Roger Hill music. I got Carrie Taylor coming up for you as well. So she's going to be out there in Texas doing her show, opening up for Climax, friends of mine. I love the way these dots connect because I know these people and it feels good to say, Carrie Taylor and I Climax and I know all these people and I play their music. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So it's pretty cool, you guys. So that's why support is very important that we support each other. Here's the thing I'm going to say. This pertains to me, my show, or any other small business, any other thing that's a startup, or not necessarily a startup, but just a small business. In my case, and I talked about the possibility of I've never had to cancel a show due to low ticket sales. But a lot of times people say they're going to come and support a show. And I don't know what it is. Again, when you're doing something and you're on a small scale, I'm on a small scale. It's very difficult to get for us, for the reasons I said earlier, talking about earlier on in the show, for us to get people to come out to support us. So those who do support, though, I got to impress upon you how important it is if you truly plan on supporting someone by showing up to the show. Or just donating or buying a ticket to support to donate. We can't stress enough how important it is to do it early. I've seen many people who've canceled shows because the ticket sales weren't there. But people that bought, but then I always see in the comments, oh no, I was going to go. You're the reason that the show has been canceled because you was going to go. Well, if you was going to go, why didn't you buy the ticket early? Just like you do, once again, the sexy places to be, where it's a place to be. We have to have the tickets sold early, just like those big boys do. Believe it or not. But the beauty for them is you can afford oftentimes to wait to the last minute because they don't care because they got thousands of people buying tickets. So you have that luxury. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go or not. I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about those who says, I'm going. We need you to buy those tickets early. If you're truly going and you truly have that money now, spend it now. It's not a lot of money. It's never a lot of money for our shows. Never. So we ask, help us. Don't wait till the last minute or the weekend because once the show is canceled, saying I was gonna does us no good. And we still lose money because now we have to refund the money back to the people who bought the tickets. And we've already made expenses prior. We have made deposits and things of that nature, and advertising dollars have been spent, et cetera, et cetera. So we lose money with cancellations. So it's not like we're saving money, but we're saving losing more money if we do the show. Because if we do the show, now we're obligated to pay the band and the crew and all those people, et cetera, et cetera. But it hurts them too, because that's something that they were looking ahead on their calendar to do. So I'm speaking to those who say, I'm going to go. I've done that many a time. If I'm saying I'm going to somebody's show, I buy the ticket, especially for a small time event like myself. People are in my same boat. I purchased the ticket. I've purchased tickets to events that I actually forgot to go to. But that's okay. My body wasn't there, but they got the money. They were able to do what they needed to do. Of course, we all want the bodies there. We want the bodies there. I just happen to forget. Just like people do all the time. But to act as if you're going to be wasting, I want to make sure I'm going to go. Well, if you have every intention to go, it's only $30, $20, or whatever it is that the person is charging. They're not charging what you're paying for when I see you on live and you don't pay $1,000 to go to a concert. And you make sure you show up for that. So I'm just saying, if you are one of those who that said you're going to go and you're going to support and you have it, please buy the tickets early. So that way we can know that we can say, hey, we're going to have a show at least. May not make any money. We don't really make money on these shows, obviously, because we still work jobs. So obviously we ain't doing it for a living. So Carrie Taylor, Smooth and Tight on the Real Urban Radio Network.
At night, I knew you were the one for me. When our eyes happened to meet, and I remember when we met, I could not hide that instantly I fell for you. And you fell for me too. Oh, how you show me that love between two can be. So love, this long and lasting love. Ooh, our love is amazing, smooth and sometimes when we're together, and it's all about only you and I. Nothing else matters. Ooh, our love is amazing, smooth and sometimes when we're together, and it's all about only you and I. Nothing else matters. Every moment, in every hour in each day, is all I want to.
Yes, they have.
Precious moments with you.
Thank you, Carrie, darling.
My baby can make me feel this way. It's so love, this long and lasting love.
I'm Kathy Parati, representing Rhode Island, the Ocean State, right outside of Boston, Mass. And I listen to Rory Darvell in the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
In case you've never heard her voice and you've only seen her on the live, that was Kathy Parati and doing her radio drop. And so that's her. If you wonder what she sounded like, now you know. That was Kathy Parati that you guys are talking to out of Rhode Island, the Ocean State. And appreciate her support. And she buys tickets and things of that nature, and she buys y'all's records. So that's Kathy Parati, a big supporter of the show. Need more like her. Her and Melissa Peterson, need more of them. Need a bunch of them to be up in here and like you guys. And so we artists, we appreciate you guys that support the show and support the artist as well. So that's her voice. If you want to do a radio drop like Kathy Parati, you can contact me at 424-558-2088. Send me a text or and say, hey, I'd like to do a radio drop, and I'll send you the script, and you just record it until you feel comfortable with it, and then send it back to me. Then I'll hand it to Boss Man Cuddy, and in his leisure, when he gets ready, he'll put you in the rotation. Kathy's also a singer as well. She does sing too. She doesn't have the original material that she sends in, but she is a singer as well. And but if you want to do that and do a radio drop, you can. And just hit me up, like I said. If you want to request a song, by the way, or one of these artists who I play, you can do that as well. Just know there are rules. So if you want to request an old school jam from back in the day, you can by texting me at 424-558-2088 and request a song. Now, if you request an old school jam from back in the day, it will only play on the Wednesdays. When I play More Music Wednesdays, that's when your request will play as far as the old school jam songs that have been around for years and you love them and we still love them too and you want to hear them and reminisce. But if you want to hear the new stuff from new artists, those songs will play either on Sunday or Wednesday. They're eligible to play on either show because that's what we want. We want to promote those new artists and the artists that's with the new material. So those requests can be played on either Sunday or Wednesday, but the old school stuff is only playing on More Music Wednesdays because that's what I do. I throw you a couple of old school jams in there, a little bonus for you on Wednesdays, let you know we are the best and play the best and widest variety of R&B anywhere. Know that, guys. To the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. I got a guy coming up, Roger Hill. Hopefully he'll be able to join you guys on the live. I just reached out to him. Hopefully he'll be able to join you guys on the live. He's a huge Isley Brothers fan. And you'll hear it when you hear this song, by the way, coming up. You'll hear that Isley Brothers influence on him when the song comes up. But he also has a new song coming out with Sherelle. Remember Sherelle? So he has a duet with her coming up. And he's going to send that to me. And I'm going to let y'all check it out. When I get it, then y'all be able to get it. Speaking of songs coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Oh, I got to tell you guys, man, Cardell Harrington sent me a song last Wednesday. Boy's on fire. Now, if you want to know what Cardell Harrington sounds like, keep listening after I'm gone. I'm out of here at 7. But his song will play tonight in the part of the everyday rotation. And the nighttime is called I Deliver. Now, that's not the one he just sent me. That's his new one that he had sent me before. But he sent me another fireball. God darn it. I'm telling you, this guy needs to be at the Stuffed Potato. I'll tell you right now. He needs to be at the Stuffed Potato. As Tina just checks in. He needs to be at the Stuffed Potato. That boy got some jams. He has some original jams that you got here. And he sent me one the other day. Fire! Can't wait to play it for you. I can't wait to play it for you. I'm telling you, you guys will like this song. Though I'm going to play it for you because, God darn it, he just sent me this one. He just sent me I Deliver. And that's jam, so I got to let that ride out. But I Deliver will play in the 8 o'clock hour. Let the station play, ladies and gentlemen. Download the Live 365 app. See, the radio audience knows. They continue listening. Y'all be tripping on the YouTube. When I check out, y'all check out. Continue listening, except for Carrie Taylor and Melissa Peterson. And perhaps Kathy Parati. She probably listens too. But the rest of y'all be kind of checking out. Just I'm going, and Rory's going, I'm going. No. No, I appreciate y'all being here. But, the ratings is in the radio. Listen, The radios are listening to the app. That's the ratings. That will continue this to go on. See, what they is hand in hand. If the ratings ain't here on the radio, this right here, this goes away because there's nothing to listen to. I just stand and look at you. And when you look at each other, I ain't got no songs to play for you. You see what I'm saying? So y'all download that app, Live 365, and then go put in Real Urban Radio Network. It's behind me. I mean, it's backwards, but you know how to spell it. Real Radio Network, Real Urban Radio Network. Put that in your phone, and that way you can listen to it in the car. Okay? Listen to it at home, on the computer. Get you some Live 365 and get that song. You think, man, I sure don't. I just got to wait on work. But listen, I'll tell you what's going to happen right now. Rory about to get up out of here. Rory about to leave because I got things to do. Well, it's not so much I got things to do, but my time is up. You know what I'm saying? I can't just stay past my time. You know what I'm saying? You know, other things got to be going on. Listen, I want to thank y'all for being with me. Appreciate y'all being with me. Tina checks in. Appreciate that. I'm going to play you 2 in a row, though, before I go now. I'm going to give you 2 straight. Roger Hill music will come back to me. Closing out is Sadia Yasmin with Love Sick. Hope you enjoyed yourself being here with me. I sure appreciate y'all. Tell somebody about us as we tell them about you, especially the artists. Support one another. You know, support does go in a circle. I know sometimes you say, man, I support people that don't support me. It's not about you. It's not about necessarily the artist. I told somebody, I said, I don't necessarily depend on the artist so much because that's not who the audience is full of, artists. Because artists is doing artist things. But you have to give support to somebody, and the people in the audience don't sing. So you got to support somebody so you get support back. So you never say, I'm not going to support nobody because they don't support me. Find other people to support, but you always got to support somewhere because you want to put out what you want back. And that's what I do. That's why y'all going to buy these tickets in the next week so I don't have to cancel the show, right? And I'm going to say it. Don't you think y'all going to get out here? Y'all ain't going to hear God is the greatest. I love y'all. See y'all on Wednesday. Buy them tickets. Bye.
Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. Ooh, just say where you are. That's the things that make for love. You never too far. Stop and listen. Walk with me. Joy of laughter is what I see. I remember those times we had, love and married in, emotions running, love on high, dream of passion in my life. Where the love goes, then I don't know. Baby, can't you see? Come back to me. Ooh, just say where you are. Cause tonight's the night for love. You're never too far.
Peace out. Happy anniversary.
We'll be the same. But tonight's the night for love that will never change. Wishful thinking, love no more. Tears keep falling, hearts are broke. There's a cool breeze of love that's gone. So what am I to do? Come back to me. Ooh, just say where you are. Cause tonight's the night for love. You're never too far. Love will be the same. But tonight's the night for love that will never change. I will climb the highest mountain for your love. Just for you to be with me. There's nothing that can stand up in our way. This is more than just a dream. Come back to me. Oh, just so you are. Cause tonight's the night for love. You never too far. Love will be the same. But tonight's the night for love that will never change. Just say who you are. Cause tonight's the night for love, you're never too far. Come back to love will be the same. But tonight's the night for love that will never change. Will never change. La, 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 come back to me. La, 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 come back to me.
Giving you a better variety of today's R&B and old school. The Real Urban Radio Network.
That's the reason why I'm yours. You caught me by surprise. Despite all the advice, you changed and I replied. You make me lovesick. You are my lovesick. You keep me coming back for more. You make me so weak. I stumble when I see eyes that shine so bright. I'm blind. You make me lovesick. You are my lovesick. You keep me coming back for more. I can't live without you. I am smitten by your love. I can't help it. Love's again, I know. I don't even care. I let it show. Don't be that way. Walking on the road. Footsteps are into you.
Oh, this turbulence. What's up, Connection, man? Hey, Connection. Do I have your number? I don't think I do. Connection, hit me up, man. Text me. All right, y'all. God is the greatest. I'm out. Oh, 2088. Sorry about that connection.
www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.